I like this. I'm happy with this. There's like, you know, this part here, I could cut that out later if we want to. We need to remove the dash in order to paint it, but also in order to finish this, because I don't know if you can tell, but it's knocking against that just a little bit. And welcome back. I'm BK, and in this episode of My Cartoon Life, we're going to keep working on our RV project. We're converting our 2007 Toyota Yaris into a tiny home RV so we can road trip around the country and do crazy stuff. What we need to do now is build a trap door for the fuel pump, and then that will finish off this last flooring section. After we do that, we have a laminate flooring we're gonna lay down up till this point. And yeah, some of the issues we have is we've hinged here and we need to hinge over here, but we have this kind of like weird cut area. So we're just kind of planning it out. The reason it's like this is just based on how we built it. We've been iterating on it. Here's where I'm at. I think we should go the full length of this. Obviously we won't overlap, we'll cut here, and then we'll hinge on the back. This piece will be that whole section, and then we could open it like that, and then we'll just add another piece here to fill it up, and that should be everything. Okay, and then this way is a little less than 19. Okay, so this piece fits fairly nicely. The hinge is in the way from this box, so we'll cut that out so it will fall in. And then this is pretty much right up against where it needs to be. It's a little trick I learned from messing around. I needed to make like a hinge, or you know, whatever this cutout is, and we just have that. So we cut strips into it, and then we use the hammer to bash it off and then flatten it out. Beautiful. Okay. Here is the moment of truth. Sick. So if it wasn't clear before, the reason we're putting a hinge here is purely just because so we can access the fuel pump in case we ever need to do that. And what we're gonna do now is just get these hinges on. Guess maybe 14 3/7. No. Okay, our measurements are always just a little off, but also our cutting is just a little off, but it's not that bad. We're good here. And then that gives us a nice clean seam, so when we cut the vinyl, it can open nicely with that. While we wait for the drill to charge, I'm gonna use this piece as a support to help the hanging pieces stay straight. So we'll take 3 feet of this. After some much needed noms, we are gonna put the support thing underneath here, drill that in. First we gotta drill this board in, then we'll do that, then we'll support, then we'll drill this board in. Well, I'm gonna see if I can loosen these up, and then if this board will drop flat. After that, we're gonna start the vinyl floor, which I haven't shown you yet, so you're gonna see right now. We do have a small raise now. We have to but it's only a small one now. It used to be huge, so that worked out well. It's basically flush everywhere else, so we're probably gonna have to fix it. I could just sleep here. I guess that's the point. Okay, so we've got this Smart Core Ultra Premium Waterproofing. This is the most expensive thing that we've purchased for this build so far. The ream was $55. Okay, so apparently it doesn't need adhesive, but they do make adhesive if we want to use it in the future or something. Begin installation working from left to right. Okay, so I think what we're supposed to do is these do sort of just snap together. So we can like... So it's gonna be something like this. Here's what I'm thinking. We're going to only lay out this area in flooring because we're gonna add that piece, but we're gonna add that piece after we take off the dash because we're changing the color of the dash. So next steps, first steps, we're moving the hinge point back a little bit. So we've added this other piece here and we're gonna cut it, and then what we'll do is it'll be a separation. So from here forward, it's gonna be like, I don't know, a different color or something, but it's too much to cut these and try to make it staggered and look good. I like the way this looks, so I'm gonna send it like that. And then that also will give a separation of spaces. Now we have that little piece there, which will let us cover this. I'm gonna drill it in. Here, I think I'm gonna add like a mouse pad type material to this. And then this here will be something similar to what this becomes if I cut it off or not. And then this is gonna have like a grip tape here. I mean, we're gonna take most of this off. I guess basically the black parts. So we'll leave what's black, except for this textured area. And then we'll paint this chestnut too. That way, yeah, that way it kind of breaks it up, and I think it'll look cool. And we will have to remove a lot less if we do that. And then we can just literally cut this to where we need it to be cut. Okay. We found it. And we got the dash out. So we have a few more pieces we need to take out. I think it's just like that. And we're gonna kind of leave the rest black. And I think that would give it, it's gonna give it like a nice accent pop. Here is basically all the plastics. All right, sick. Everything's cleaned up now. And I'm just gonna go through, and all of the gray stuff we're gonna go ahead and hit with this chestnut color, but I also want to make some of the accents pop as well. So we have like this piece. You know, I don't know why I always end up painting at night, but they keep doing this weird bubbling thing. I don't know what's up with it. Like, that looks real bad. But I don't know. Maybe we'll just come back tomorrow. We're gonna need more paint, but it looks pretty cool. It's gonna look good on camera, I think.